as the mantra goes, I heard it from someone else in a different situation and thought it applied to so many things when working with children, because I'm a teacher. And so before I had children, I could apply it to things with my students. And then once my husband and I got married and had kids, I told him about it, because as we struggled through everything from potty training to getting her to try new foods, or just trying to get rid of some of the like temper tantrum behaviors when we went through that stage, I said to him, we just have to keep persisting, because it's so much easier to give in to a temper tantrum, or to just make her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day, or let her eat pretzels for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because they're not junk food. But we have to really persist at working against her resistance to trying new things. And a perfect example is she, a couple of years back, started swearing off all protein. She wouldn't drink dairy anymore, and she stopped eating meats, and it was really hard to get her to eat just anything that had protein in it. And our daughter's small to begin with, so we were really concerned that she needs protein in her diet. And so we tried some different things, and we found out she liked fish. And so we were giving her fish, and my husband was eating fish with her and had tartar sauce, and he asked her to try it. And she said, no, it's gross, it's yucky. And she kept insisting, and he kept trying every single time to get her to try it. And now she can't live without it. I mean, just on fish, she's not putting it on like French fries or anything, but she's always saying, more tartar sauce, please. And so when she resists and says, I don't want to try that, I don't want to try that, it's gross, it's yucky. And I say, well, it's not, because we're eating it. We don't feed ourselves yucky things. We'll say, just try it. And we remind her of the tartar sauce. Remember how you didn't want to try tartar sauce and now you love it? And it's paid off, because she eats a lot of things that other people say, really, your kid eats that? Like, she likes cheeses that kids don't commonly like. Like, she likes Asiago and feta and Swiss and some of the really pungent cheeses she really loves. And she likes to eat like different meats. Like, she'll eat kafta, ground lamb, and ground beef with garlic spread. She loves the garlic spread so much that a few nights ago, we had garlic spread left over from the kafta, and she was dipping her carrots in it and eating her carrots with the kafta and the garlic spread, because she just loves it now. So every time my husband gets frustrated, because he's a little bit better at caving. Well, really, he's just a pushover, but he doesn't do as well resisting giving in with her, and I do. And so I just remind him, I said, we've just got to keep persisting the more than what she is resisting. And I remind him of the things that she does like that she wouldn't even try for quite some time.
I think that's awesome. And how old is she?
She's 6.5.
6.5. So what's it like being a mom?
I always knew that I was going to be a mom. I'm the oldest in my family. I have 2 younger brothers, and I'm the only female on both sides of my family. So all my cousins are males. And I was the oldest on the one side of the family, and then I was the middle of all the boys on the other side. And so I was always like the big sister to all of them, and like the mother, because I was always taking care of the younger ones. And I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew I wanted to be a mother. And it's interesting, because years ago, I'd wanted to have at least 3 kids. And I have 2 siblings. My husband has 4 siblings. And our parents have really big families. So I knew I wanted at least 3 kids. And if I had more, great. And it's funny how it's kind of the hindsight is 20/20, because God gave us 1 child that's equivalent to 3 in the amount of energy that she has, the amount of effort we put forth into raising her. And so we have her, and then her sister is our 2-year-old puppy that we have, and they're enough. And so I always remind myself of that. I wish she had siblings, and it just hasn't happened to work out that she has siblings, but she's got cousins that are really close in age, like less than a year apart, and then some a little younger and some a little bit older. And she just she's equivalent to 3 kids. So I always just think, well, it's sad she doesn't have siblings, but I don't know what I would do if I had another 2 kids. I mean, I know I would manage, but it's great to be able to put, and I thankfully know people close who have just 1 child, and so I can talk to them about what that's like, but we just pour all our energy into that 1 kid, and then we're just strapped at the end of the day. So
if you had a piece of advice for other moms in Metro Detroit, what would that advice be?
This time of year, I might not have said this in July, but I find that a lot of people in this area are focused on material things as opposed to experiences. And I know some people have figured out, and they've read about how you'll remember a family vacation more than that really expensive Barbie house that you had. And so that came to mind because she's at that age where she gets the Target catalog and wants every toy on every page. And we have to say, no, you're not getting all those. Santa will bring you something. But I just see so many parents, they complain about their kids have so many toys and they can't keep them all organized, or they have so much stuff and so much to do. So I would say to focus more on having good experiences with your kids as opposed to buying them all the latest things. So they have to have this toy and they have to have these clothes and this backpack and these accessories, and spend more time with them and use your money to have experiences with them. That would be one thing I would say for sure.
I think that's great advice. Do you have something that you like to do, an experience in Metro Detroit that you just love as a family?
Well, not in the metro area, but I grew up in Port Huron and I still have family there, and we have a house on the lake, on Lake Huron, and we spend as many days as we can with our toes in the sand playing in Lake Huron. So we spend a lot of time doing that, but we do in this area, we go to a number of different parks, metro parks or just local parks, and because we love to be outdoors, so we play as much as we can in the summer. We love being outside.